Today, I'm on the streets of Bath.
It's a small city which is known for its tourism and being very posh. There is another side to Bath that you won't ever see unless you go looking for it.
Some bloke last night dropped trout, spread his cheeks and shit all down the wall under my kitchen window.
Bath
yeah, what's it like to live?
The most beautiful place.
And what's life like on the streets here in Bath?
Rough. I was homeless. Fucking rats. They were eating my food.
Homelessness in Bath is a massive divide, rich and poor.
This one is Caesar vodka, and I'm going to drink it at this moment.
Wow.
A lot of people think of Bath as like quite a posh, well-to-do place, but
There's a lot of wealthy people, but everybody glides by.
because they're saying that they're ignoring the homeless more.
It would seem like that. And I think that's just the way that Bath is. There isn't sort of any middle ground. Homelessness is kind of swept under the carpet.
Do you think it's inconvenient for the tourist face of the town?
Exactly that. The council went round a few months back, just literally clearing doorways, clearing up bedding, because it didn't look right.
It's a wealthy city, like they've got too much money, some of them
Really?
don't care. They don't actually give a shit.
Done 27 years in the Air Force,
You've been homeless for how long again?
about 11 months.
11 months.
There's still a massive homeless.
Yeah.
The government plans to introduce a bill that could see rough sleepers fined or even jailed if they are deemed to be a nuisance to other people.
There used to be loads of facilities for people.
William, who currently lives on this street, says sleeping rough is hard enough.
Once you're in homelessness, it's really hard to change your life. I think the stigma and everything that's attached to it, it's really hard.
Today, I'm in the city of Bath, perhaps the poshest city in England. I guess one thing that I'm gonna look at today is whether there is another side to Bath, what it's like for people that are struggling, and whether there are people that are not experiencing that wealth and affluence. So, what was your name, buddy?
Callum.
Callum? Are you sleeping on the streets in Bath, or?
Yeah, I do, mate, yeah.
How long have you been on the streets in Bath?
Only about a month, bro, since got out of jail, like.
Oh,
From Gloucestershire, innit, bro?
You from Gloucestershire? I'm from Gloucester.
I'm from Gloucester as well, bro, but I tried to get out of it,
nice,
bro,
man.
do you know what I mean? My mum was fucking on drugs, bro, and that. And
Your mum was on
we're
drugs.
sleeping in a car park, bro, it was just shit, bro, do you know what I mean?
Is that how you ended up on the streets?
No. I kicked out when I was 15, bro, do you know what I mean?
You were homeless when you were just 15 years old?
Yeah.
Man, that's tough. And so have you been on the streets since then, or have you been on and off?
I have, mate, yeah. Prison, streets, whatever, mate, do you know what I mean?
Recently I met a few people that were homeless because they got kicked out of prison, right?
To be honest, bro,
And
you
then
just literally kicked out the doors and that's it.
So you didn't get any support when you got kicked out of prison?
I didn't, bro, no. It's rough, bro.
Are people kind over here? There's a lot of money in Bath, there's a lot of wealthy
Yeah, but-
people.
Yeah, do you know, you think that though, bro, but there's not really. Like Cheltenham.
Where are you?
I'm talking about Cheltenham and Bath, bro. They're full of money, man. And, oh, mate, just ignore him, mate. Junkie twat, bro, innit? Look, I drink alcohol, bro, every day. Just get through the day. I don't take drugs anymore, bro. I'm not giving him information at all. He's from Gloucester, bro. What do you want about, bro?
I'm from Timbuktu.
Okay.
I'm not the last business yet.
Right, good for you, bro.
Yeah, so I'll come up over here. So it seems like people think that there's a lot of wealth in Bath, but do you think it's not actually like that?
To be honest, bro, I think it's more of a photo town, isn't it, bro? It's more of a show town, like, you know.
Ah, so it seems like it's like a rich, happy, wealthy place, but behind the
It's a
scenes,
show town, isn't it, though? It's a show town, bro. It's clinging on to the reputation of, like, Bath University, but it's just a show town, bro, isn't it?
are people kind up here? Not really.
Not really.
They don't help much.
Not really, bro.
Has the council been helping at all?
No, because I'm not from around it, bro, innit? So.
What's the main challenges you've had whilst you've been on the streets?
I don't care, bro. We're not even saying anything incriminating, bro. Talking about what it's like sleeping outside, bro. Do you know what I mean?
What's the main struggles that you've had whilst you've been on the street?
Quite a lot, bro, innit? Do you know what I mean? If you sleep and gets wet, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You've got to make money all the time. I've got
Just
to pay
to survive,
my... Every week I've got to pay my own fare to get to probation, right? Which pisses me off, bro.
Really? So you got to pay, literally, like, you got to pay like a bus ticket or whatever
that's what
to
I've done
get
today.
to...
Just all today I've been earning money just to get to probation in Gloucester
In
there and
Gloucester,
back.
you have to go all the way to Gloucester
Yeah.
and back, even
Yeah.
though you're homeless.
Yeah.
What happens?
even
And
though-
if you don't,
And I'm fleeing Gloucester, like, because fucking I've got a bit of trouble and that, like, do you know what I mean? Things aren't going well.
and I'm guessing if you don't go to that probation, do you get
Back
arrested?
to jail, like,
What the heck? How much did it cost you to get back to Gloucester?
Like 30 quid, bro. Do you know what I mean?
30 quid. That's a lot of money when you're on the
For
streets,
me, it
man.
is, bro. Do you know what I mean? I have to do this every week, bro. Fly in and out, bro. Do you know what I mean? And it's not good, my man.
Do you mind if I ask, like, what is it that makes you stay up here? Would it be easier to go back and just live in Gloucester, or do you?
Bro,
No.
Shit up.
Is there anything that you need?
Clothes.
Clothes? What kind of clothes?
Like, my
You need a
jacket's
jacket?
all old clothes.
Yeah, so I can see kind of your jacket's kind of got like some tears and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So you could do with some sort of...
Some clothes, my man.
Yeah. So I think part of the challenges that he had is it's coming up to winter and his jacket is kind of like falling apart. So I want to try and get him like a good warmer jacket, maybe some gloves as well. It was kind of scary when I was doing that interview because there was a guy walking around behind me the whole time with a glass bottle, and the guy with the glass bottle was saying, you know, don't incriminate me, don't incriminate me. He seemed to be getting really angry. He seemed to be very worried about getting incriminated for some reason. So I was just trying to keep two eyes on the back of my head almost. If he just sneaks up behind me and cracks that bottle on my head, that is, yeah, I'm in trouble. So I just went over to the area where the guy is to give him the jacket and stuff. But now, so the guy that was angry looked like he was still there, but then there's a few other people as well. And just because that angry guy was quite intimidating, I'm just being quite cautious. But I think I'm just gonna like walk over there just quickly and just give it over and then walk off basically. I just don't, I just want to be careful. Kieran, mate. Sorry, Kieran, just want to give you that. So it's got like the jacket and...
Thank you very much, bro.
Appreciate it, man. I know, I gave that very quick and kind of just walked straight off. I'm sure the others were really nice people, but I just want to be cautious when there's a guy that does seem kind of unstable as part of that group. One of the weird things about Bath, I actually went to university here, so I lived here for maybe 4 years. You know that feeling when you come back to a city or a place that you've used to live, used to spend a lot of time there. It's very like nostalgic. Yeah, it brings back some memories and emotions.
I've been back 5 years now on the street.
Homeless for 5 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did it happen, if you don't mind asking?
Complicated.
Yeah?
I don't want to put my wife down.
You don't?
She's not here to defend herself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
We'll leave it like that.
No problem. You don't
Yeah,
have to say anything else.
It's unfair to give my side without her having to defend herself in.
Mate, 100%. Respect for that.
Thank you, Les.
I'm liking the jacket. Is it kind of like for style?
No, we're not talking about that, mate.
Okay, no problem,
It's
no
just,
problem.
What's going on in my life now?
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, bless
And
you.
how are you finding Bath as a place to be homeless? Has it been okay? You're like,
Yeah, the only downfall of Bath at the moment is there is one really, really good homeless centre which I found called the Genesis Project. But unfortunately they had an accident 2-3 months ago where it got flooded.
Really?
The Gateway Centre down Snow Hill. And the washing machine hose flooded the building out.
Oh, so when you said flood, I thought it was like the river or something.
No,
but
no,
it's literally just the washing machine.
was to blame.
Oh no.
So we ain't got washing machines or shower facilities or cooking facilities, so it's hard at the moment, yeah.
So
to get a shower at the moment it's £7 to go to the sports centre.
£7? You have to pay £7 for a shower?
Yeah.
That's...
I pretend to want to go to swimming.
Yeah, but then you go for a shower instead.
It's the only place we can go at the moment.
Yeah, so I guess it's like £7 for like a day pass to the centre.
Yeah,
I guess.
it's swimming session, 2 hours or something. Yeah, but we just use the shower. Quick.
How often
my
do you
sister, my sister just gone by. It's all right.
Nice.
Not really now. I just lost out.
Yeah.
That's right.
Are the people generous in Bath, or they help out?
Yeah. I kind of rely on my sister, but yeah, you caught me at a bad time. Right.
Oh no.
No, it's right. Yeah, it's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, so your sister helps out. So
yeah.
By the sound of that, is that because other people are not like giving enough to kind of get you by, and so you have to rely on that?
I genuinely try not to do it, but I asked my sister to come down and give me a tenner a day because I'm out of gas.
Oh, mate. So you have.
I'll try and catch her tomorrow.
It seemed like his sister had walked by, but because she saw that we were doing an interview, she didn't stop to give him what he needed. And I could tell from his body language that he was a bit gutted by this. It was really unfortunate timing, but I wasn't going to let him go without something that he needed, especially if it was kind of my fault that he didn't get that thing in the first place.
Did you cook your own food?
Yeah, I do my own
like
cooking.
You do?
Yeah, I've got my own saucepans, frying pan, and I prefer to cook my own food. It's better, yeah. Mainly omelettes and beans.
Omelettes and beans.
Yeah.
Nice.
What's my ambitions? Yeah. My ambitions is that I hope to raise enough awareness that the government eventually sort of changes their policies to try and house a bit more people. There's a lot of people that are on the streets that don't want to be.
Still a long way to go for the government. Unfortunately, 80% of the people in Bath have got flats.
Do they?
Really? It wouldn't take you long to work out who's genuine and who's not.
Okay.
Within spending half a day in town, you'd work out.
But I think this is part of the problem, isn't it? Because there's a lot of people that are pretending to be homeless. People are less generous because they're more sceptical.
And can you blame them?
It's a really tough one.
Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, like the 10-20% of the genuine homeless do get branded, because it don't take long for the public to find out who is genuine and who's not. We kind of get branded.
Yeah.
And
I agree with that, because like a lot of people as well, they'll say like, oh, all homeless people are like drug addicts or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily
Never
true.
drunk alcohol. Yeah, I was messed about with drugs, and I'm ashamed to say that.
I don't think you need to be ashamed to say that.
Yeah, I am. It's not a homeless situation. It's not a street situation. It's my situation.
Yeah.
It's me that's weak. It's no one else to blame but myself. And I've got no one else to blame for my situation but myself. I wish there was more for people that wasn't alcoholic or drug dependency. I think the government should recognise that it's just not drug addicts and alcoholics that are on the street. There is other issues that do places on the street, and I think the government should be more aware of that and 100%. More forward thinking and considerate.
Yeah, 100%. And I think as well, a lot of the time when people do, even if they do drugs on the streets, if you're freezing cold, I can kind of understand why people would go down that road.
Okay, I've kind of got my own opinion on that, so I'll keep that to myself.
Okay, no problem.
I think it's deeper than that, lad. I really do. I think them using an excuse just because they're homeless to use drugs.
Okay, interesting. So you think it's more of an excuse?
Yeah. I think it's self-inflicted, and I think it's only the individual that can get help and get off of it, to be honest. Yeah. My personal opinion. It's not a homeless issue.
Yeah.
It's an issue.
But I'm guessing, like, from the people that you've met, right, there are some people that are on the streets that don't do drugs, that are genuinely homeless.
100%, sir. 100%.
And that's why I hope people continue to help and give, because, like, those are the people that need it.
Thank you so much.
You've approached being on the streets very differently to a lot of people. What made you kind of think to do all this stuff, to have cooking and...
Try not to rely on anybody but myself.
Oh,
Try
okay.
and do the best I can.
Okay, gotcha.
I get a lot of stick for having a dustpan and brush, but I prefer to
try and
keep
stay clean.
Yeah.
Massive respect for that.
Oh, lad. Mum would be proud for what you're doing as well. Your mum would be so proud of her son. Well done, lad.
Thank you. And I appreciate what you're doing, because, I mean, like, I can immediately tell as soon as I meet you that you're a very caring person. The way that you're approaching everything that you're doing.
Christian Bible, family
Christian Bible. Okay.
Keeps me safe. It's been round the world with
Yeah.
and it gives me a lot of more support. This, and it keeps me grounded.
It does.
Yeah, it really does. I'm not saying it's because Christianity or anything like that.
No, but
it gives me solace. It gives me purpose. Yeah, I'm no better than no one else. I don't deserve nothing better than anybody else. I just want to still be recognised as a human being. I still want.
And I hope that you realise, and I'm sure everyone that watches this documentary will be 100% supporting you, because, like, of course, there's no difference between someone that is homeless and someone that's not. Like, everyone's a human being.
Thank you. That's refreshing to hear, and I need to hear it. Thank you.
No problem.
I hope you have a good stay in Bath.
Yeah.
It's a shame we're going to lose you in a day, but thank you for giving me time in your life, sir. Thank you.
Thank you as well. Do you mind if I ask you one last question?
No.
I was going to ask you, like, so you, on your sign, because I forgot to record it when
Okay.
I mean, it says homeless, sorry for being rude, thank you for helping me out. Like, what did you mean by sorry for being rude? Because I don't think there's
My
anything.
parents are gone now. I've got no one left. I have to rely on other people's generosity, and it affects me. It makes me feel useless and a coward. Because I'm fit.
I would just, from my perspective, I would say help how you feel about these things.
I'm ashamed
but I would
to be homeless, sir. I'm glad for the experience because of the people that I meet, and I've made some really good friends out of it, and I'm glad to say that. You know, I'm not ashamed of being homeless. It's a shame that I can't do no better for myself at the moment.
I'm sorry that you feel that way, and I would just say that I think anyone that does help isn't gonna feel like, you know, you're a person that doesn't deserve it or shouldn't be in a situation. Like, I'm sure they're just glad that they get a chance to help, if that makes sense. So I'm sorry that you do feel that way.
And most of the money that the public do give me, I ask them to come back, and when I spend it, I collect the receipts, hoping they come back to get their receipts for the money that they give me, so I can prove that their money was spent and it's gone to a good cause and not for drugs or alcohol.
Massive
Some
respect.
people do come back for them, but
Massive respect for that.
I tell them all to come back if they won't put on a gift card for me. I try that first. Ask them to put on a gift card. The people that leave me money, I offer them the chance to come back and get a receipt for their money. And some people do, and it makes me feel a lot better.
Just massive respect for you. Like,
Sure.
but this is what I mean when I say that you're such a caring person. That you're thinking about the person that's given to you, and you want them to
I've got no
to
right
know.
to their money, lad. So I want to cover it and make them feel good that their money went to the proper reason, and they wasn't conned. So thank you, sir.
Massive respect, man. One thing I was going to ask.
Respect to you as well, sir.
No, mate, respect to you.
Sorry, made a bit emotional.
No.
There's a manager in there called Miss Petra. She likes to be called Pat.
Okay.
And
Do you know
she's
her?
kind
The
of
manager.
made my life- all my days. She's become like a new stepmom.
Yeah, the manager at Sainsbury's.
Yeah, her name's Mrs. Petra, but she likes to be called Pat, and she changed my life. She could have moved me on, but yeah, very good store manager, very good at her job.
I mean, this is, I have to say, massive respect to Sainsbury's. So this is Sainsbury's just here, and you were telling me earlier that they don't move you on. They've let you stay here.
You know, for good or bad, and I hope she don't get in trouble. But yeah, the woman is really, really good at her job, and she's a true hero. Thank you so kind.
So
let me mention her.
Thank you, Pat, and thank you to Sainsbury's on that. Is there anything, like, especially because your sister, I think, was going to give something, and then, like, obviously
It's
we were
okay,
filming and
I'll
I think
show
she
her
walked
everything.
on. Is there anything that I can get that would help? So I think you mentioned some
Yeah, but
cooking fuel.
It's in town. They're £9.70 for a check
Yeah,
out.
that's no
I'll see her
problem.
tomorrow when she comes down.
So where do you know where a good place is to get them?
Camping shop in town.
Camping shop. So
Yeah.
so cooking, camping stove, power source, butane.
Yeah, C500 they're called. But
And you use that to
you
like
go
cook
meet
your eggs and
friend,
stuff.
I'll see my sister.
No, no, mate, that's no problem. And is there anything else as well that I?
The only thing I need is.
Okay, mate. Well, massive respect, and
But
I hope if I
listen.
ever come to Bath again, I hope I see you again there.
Enough respect, sir, and keep doing this because they need to be aware of what the situation is. Thank you so kind.
Thank you, man. I'll
Good
see
day
you
to you
soon.
and your
You,
friends,
have all the best to yourself.
See you soon, bud.
Oh.
Bless you,
I'm
lady.
dropping. See you soon, buddy. That has to be one of the nicest people that I've met. And I wish I could do more to help him, honestly. Just you know when you meet someone, you're just like, this person deserves way better in their life compared to what they're actually having to go through. So yeah, I almost wish that he'd said like, oh, okay, I kind of need this and this so that I could try and help a bit more. But at the moment, so he's saying the only thing he needs is the camping stove. Okay, I'm quickly realizing that I have no idea where a camping store is. What a camping store, I literally just have no idea where I'm gonna get this like butane cooking stuff. Hello, do you know if you have cooking like a like?
Gas over.
Ah,
right.
sweet.
Could you buy all of our camping stuff for you?
Okay, so I was told something concerning, so I bought one of these. But the concerning thing I was told is that different camping stoves are apparently different. I don't know, I really don't go camping much. But anyway, so this might not fit his stove. So, and they also said that they can't be returned if this doesn't fit his stove because they can't tell whether it's been used or not. So basically, I'm really hoping that this stove is the correct one. Otherwise, it won't work for him. Just a quick one. I got some gas, but I'm hoping this is the right type. Is it the type?
It is exactly the right type.
It is the right type. Okay, yeah, it looks similar to that. Okay, thank you. I'm glad.
You didn't have to do that. Most of you would have got me tomorrow. He's a man who does documentaries on the homeless.
Nice to meet you, my
He
friend.
did me a tenner gas.
Don't worry, don't worry.
No.
So I think it was Kieran that was telling me about like the other side of Bath. And it was interesting because a more elderly gentleman came up to me. To be fair, he was in a good mood. He seemed like a really happy, nice guy. And then he was like, oh, by the way, I've got some white. And I need to be careful not to lose this. And he opens up his palm. And there's just like a little, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like a little white rock, like a tiny white rock. And I asked him, so what is that? Or is it like drugs? And he's like, it's crack. It's like, fucking hell. It's just such a weird interaction that like this just friendly old man just kind of comes up to me and starts chatting. And he's like, by the way, I've got crack cocaine. As well, in some ways, it's a more serious thing because, you know, if I think back to the video that I made, the documentary I made in Leeds, there was a man where crack cocaine unfortunately seemed to ruin his life and take him onto the streets.
Oh, don't get me wrong, me and my wife would go out on a weekend and we'd have a sniff of coke, yeah.
Oh, you'd have some drugs.
But then, When she passed away, somebody said, if you like coke, you'll like this.
You tried crack?
Yeah.
And then what happened after that?
I loved it.
Did that kind of lead to you kind of ending up on the streets?
Yeah. I just fucking bought a load of crack. Lost
Yeah.
my house. If I'd have kept the mortgage going for another year, it'd have been fine. But I couldn't even manage that.
So why did the crack lead to you being on the streets?
Because you don't really give a fuck about things, do you, but crack?
Oh, so when you were on crack, you just stopped caring about everything?
Yeah.
So you end up not paying your rent?
I will get better than me saying, if this mortgage payment's not fucking paid, you're taking your house. And then I ended up in prison for a bit.
You ended up in prison?
Yeah, for a bit.
So, you know, I think that's the weird thing about drugs like that is they probably are fun the first few times that you use them, but they can also be very destructive. So I hope that guy ends up okay. So mate, what was your name again?
Everyone called me Ginger.
Ginger.
It's Mark.
It's Mark, but people call you Ginger. I think you said because it was your ginger beard, but you've cut it off, so it's less ginger now. The weather has taken a turn for the worse, unfortunately. How do you find it when it's raining like this? Is it all right?
No, not really. No one likes sitting in the rain. I don't like sitting in the rain. Obviously not.
No, I guess it gets quite cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Just a sleeping bag sometimes, or just even my jacket.
Yeah.
People rob my stuff as well. People steal my sleeping bags. I've had that.
Do they?
Yeah,
Steal
my
it?
clothes. The council take my stuff as well.
The council take
Yeah,
it?
they
Why
take
the
my
council? So you got your sleeping bag here, but the council be taking it?
Yeah, they take your stuff.
I'm
Like, if I leave my
surprised.
bag somewhere, the council will take it.
Why do you reckon they do
I
that?
don't know, maybe to get rid of the homeless people, maybe to...
So you feel like they don't like the image of homeless people, so then they just take their stuff?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. So you mentioned you're in like a hostel at the moment, you got a place?
Yeah, kind of a hostel, a homeless shelter, I think,
Homeless shelter? How is that?
Yeah, it is very tough, Got to share kitchens and bathrooms with people, and food goes missing. Loads of things happening when you're living with loads of people.
Stealing stuff. I'm hoping, is it one where you have your own room, or?
Yeah, I've got my own
Okay, that's good, that's
I have my own
something.
room. Yeah,
That's something.
It's not very big, no electric.
No electricity?
No, you can't charge
Wow.
your phone. You have to charge your phone in like a communal area. It's quite hard to even charge my phone sometimes.
So what's the conditions like?
It's just you can't move around. You could just about spread my arms.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's like a jail cell. Well, the jail cell might have been bigger than that.
I think they are. Yeah.
And mate, the rain is crazy right now. So sorry about that. How did you become homeless in the first place?
Well, a lot of personal problems, like family passing away, and I ended up taking hard drugs, living on the streets.
Yeah.
Now I'm literally off the hard drugs now. Literally.
That's good.
Yeah.
Fair play, well done, man.
Yeah, trying.
Do you feel like, did the drugs contribute to you ending up on the streets?
Kind of, yeah.
And what kind of drugs was it? Which one?
Crack and heroin.
Crack.
And heroin.
I just met a guy who was doing crack, so I feel like it might be quite big in Bath. I don't know, is there quite a lot of crack in Bath?
Yeah. There ain't a lot of good crack in Bath anyway.
Oh, there's not a lot of good crack, but there's a lot of crack.
Yeah.
Great. What is your experience with crack? How did it affect your life?
It made it worse. It made it turn out worse than it is, like, you know.
So crack made your life...
Every money I was getting, I was going to spend it on it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not looking after myself and that.
And was it really addictive as well?
Yeah, it is. It's like a comfort blanket at night, innit? You need, like, on the streets, I need that to survive, basically.
Why did you feel like you needed crack to survive on the streets?
Didn't have nothing else.
The cold.
Yeah, cold.
Like helping you through that.
Yeah. Cold, snow, everything.
Snow. I can't even, that's crazy to think what it would be like to be homeless when it's snowing. Like,
yeah.
How did you find Bath, sleeping rough in Bath particularly?
It's safe and that, sleeping like
That's nice. I mean, that is good because it's not something I normally hear.
Not everyone like can understand the homeless. Like, they've got, like you said, it's a wealthy city. Like, they've got too much money. Some of them
really
don't care. They don't actually give a shit.
Is the council going to find you a place to live permanently, or?
I should get somewhere, maybe in the next, place I'm in, probably a year or two. Waiting list. I'm just on the waiting list, so yeah.
On the waiting list, and how long have you been on the waiting list?
At the minute, since I've been in Bath, because I've had to change over from where I came from, it's about 10 months.
10 months.
Yeah, at the minute. Yeah.
But this is and how long did it take you before you were able to get into a hostel?
Oh, it took me. It was 6 months because local.
6 months. So you had 6 months sleeping rough.
Yeah. Well, longer than that. I've done longer than 6 months, but 6 months in Bath to get into a hostel.
And I'm guessing, you didn't want to be sleeping rough, right? It wasn't like a choice.
No.
I say that just because I think some people assume that everyone who's homeless is doing it by choice.
No.
But actually, a lot of people going through, tough times.
Yeah.
Any tips or anything that you would recommend to anyone sleeping rough?
Just keep trying this. Just you can do it. No, I've done it. I was sleeping rough and everything, and I'm basically nearly where I want to be.
You're climbing up out of homelessness. So
Yeah.
like your message is almost like don't give up, keep
Yeah.
pushing,
Yeah.
you'll get there.
Yeah.
I like that. It's a positive message, man. I like that. In general, like how is Bath? So I used to live in Bath years ago.
Oh, I like it. I like the place.
You do like the place? Okay, that's cool. I like that. What did you like about it?
Oh, just there is a lot of friendly people, a lot of nice.
I heard one person say there's two sides to Bath.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it. You've got some people that are like the cold,
Yeah.
don't care. Maybe a lot of
Yeah.
crime, and then the other side of like some really nice people.
Of course.
That's cool. I like that. Ginger, right?
Yeah.
Mate, I like your nickname. It's cool. Is there anything that you need?
There's some food or whatever
Food?
you can, whatever.
Yeah.
Come with you.
What's your favourite food? What kind of thing do you like?
Well, I do like burger and chips.
Okay, I'll see what I can find, man. Do you need the sleeping bag?
I've got someone who will speak to you. You owe money or something?
Oh.
Oh, he said you owe money or something. I'm gonna bring him in it. Keep that on to me. In a bit.
Anyway, I'll come back. I'll get some stuff. My friend. So I got Fanta.
When you come back, a lot of people
Of course, man.
don't come back.
Do they not? They say that they're going to come back, but then they don't. Yeah, no worries, man. Got you the burger and fries, which you wanted, but then there's chicken nuggets as well. And do you like Fanta?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's nice to meet you, Ginger.
And you, man. What's your name again?
Andy.
Right.
Nice to meet you, man.
See you back. Thank you.
Good, buddy. Okay, it's November, and I'm shaving off my everything down to a mustache to try and raise money for cancer research. If you would like to just donate, the link is in the description. I have never had a mustache before. Nearly 1 in 2 people born in the UK in 1961 will be diagnosed with some form of cancer. This is a rate that is way too high. We've even had people like Kate Middleton, Chris Hoy, that have been diagnosed with cancer. We need to find a way to stop it. So if you would like to donate, the link is in the description to the Just Giving, and we can try and raise money to try and stop this horrible disease. If you'd like to learn more about the homeless situation on the streets of Leeds, then please click this video.